What up, what up, what up, what up? Mr. Stewart here with you again, going through what we need to be revising for our exam coming up tomorrow. So our exam tomorrow is paper 2. The topics that we're going to be studying are Elizabeth and medicine through time. Yesterday I went through quite a few live streams that focused on Elizabeth. Today the things I'm going to be looking at are everything to do with medicine through time. The first thing that I want to focus on is very simple. It's all about the key men of the Renaissance. Who are the key people in the Renaissance? That's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Yeah. I had a student that come up to me today. He's a bit unsure about how to answer a particular question, a comparison question, because they weren't quite sure where this particular person in the comparison question was dated from. So I thought I'm going to take it upon myself today to make sure that all of you know the key people in the different time frames. So we're starting off with the Renaissance, and the first person I'm going to talk to you about is a man known as Andreas Versalius. Andreas Versalius. He pioneered change during the Renaissance. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at. Just going for a walk, taking my boy out for a little walk. So I spend too much time with you lot at school. Oh, I'm only joking. All right, cool. So Andreas Versalius. Who is this guy? It's a bit busy. Got to be careful crossing these roads. Who is Andreas Versalius? So Andreas Versalius was born in 1514, and he focused on the anatomy. He basically wanted to investigate and challenge people's ideas of the anatomy. Now, everybody's ideas up until the Renaissance came from a man called Galen. Galen was a Roman doctor, yeah? And everybody believed his ideas. Versalius wanted to challenge these ideas, okay? And he was really the first person to prove that Galen could be wrong, all right? So what happened is, Versalius, although respected Galen's work, he proved that sometimes some of the things that Galen was showing was wrong. In particular, he proved that the human jawbone was made of one bone, not two bones, as Galen thought. He proved that the breastbone had 3 parts to it, not 7, as Galen had thought, and that blood did not flow into the heart through invisible holes in the septum, but in holes that Galen didn't know about, because those invisible holes did not exist. Versalius is very important because he proved that doctors could learn more about the anatomy if they carried out dissections on the human body rather than on animals, like Galen did. Galen had dissected animals and based most of his theories on this. That is why Andreas Versalius is so important, because he was the first person to prove this. He proved this during the Renaissance. That's Andreas Versalius. I'm Mr. Stewart. I'm going to be back at you with another video in 2. Peace.